start standing today. Place the feet together or hips distance apart, your choice. Inhale the arms up over the head, reverse lock. And then exhale all the way down to your ankles and feet. So inhale into your pelvic floor. Bring that breath all the way in there and then exhale. Now bring it down into the pelvic floor, through the sit bones all the way into your heels, down that energy on inhale. And on exhale, let that energy rise up into the belly. Inhale. Down the outsides of your sit bones, the outsides of your ankles, and then exhale, let it come up through the inner ankles, up through the pelvic floor, up into the belly. So inhale down the outsides, exhale up the insides. About 4 counts in, about 4 counts out. Pause after inhale about 2 counts, and then exhale 4 counts out. Draw the abdomen up. Inhale. Pause. Exhale up the inner ankles, up the inner thighs, into the belly. After exhale, draw the abdomen up. 2 more breaths. One more breath in. Exhale, float the arms down, clasp the hands behind you. Inhale, open the collarbones. Let sense of space. And then release. Take a moment, stand, close eyes, and feel. Take your right foot, cross it over. Again, take the arms into reverse lock. Take the body away from that crossed, falling. Take that body away. Inhale into your left side body. Exhale, so you're making sort of a serpentine with the body here. Feel that snake-like energy as you inhale down. Exhale up. Feel it coming up as you're kind of squeezing a little bit of the inner thighs, not too much, just enough to feel some contact there. One more breath in. Exhale, and then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, cascade forward. You may need a block here if you need more warm-up. Stay here and inhale, 4 counts. Exhale, 4 counts. Draw the abdomen up. One more breath. And inhale, roll up. Let that breath help you roll. Feel that breath on the inside of your body. Under the legs. Take a moment, stand and feel. Great. Cross your other foot over. So I crossed with my right first, so I'm crossing with my left. Hands in reverse lock. Just go ahead and hold your hands, and then change so the other thumb's on top. So if I just naturally go boop, I usually do that thumb on top. I don't even know which one it is. I don't care. And then just take whatever thumb I did, and then just do the other one. Reverse lock. And now take the body the other direction. So now I'm moving my left leg's on top, and I'm moving my body over towards my left. Can I feel that sense of space moving up through my pelvic floor on exhale? Can I feel that sense of connection moving down my legs on inhale? Down my pelvic floor, down my legs. And then exhale, allow it to come back up. You can try eyes closed here if you like. See how that works out for you. Inhale up. Exhale, float the arms down. Breathe in. And then exhale, roll down. Use a block here if you need to. Letting the breath be, I know you're feeling your hamstrings and things, but really let it be more about your pelvic floor and that pattern of the breath moving down and up. So can I fill my pelvic floor here on inhale? And as I exhale, can I feel that energy rise up into the center of my pelvic floor, moving in the direction of my navel center? So on inhale, I'm really releasing and opening, creating space for that foundation in my pelvic floor. And inhale, slowly roll up. Doesn't have to be too slow. Just medium slow. That was actually pretty fast for me. And then undo the legs. Take a moment and feel. Great. Let's inhale, float the arms up. Exhale over Uttanasana. Inhale, come up to plank, to a flat back. And exhale, step back to plank. Inhale, right arm up into side plank. Exhale, inhale, arm over the head. And then exhale, take the arm down by the side. Get my hair out of my face. Inhale, float that arm up. Bathe yourself with that breath. Exhale down. So can I still feel that inhale moving down my legs and also up my arm? So I'm sweeping that inhale. And then exhale, can I condense it all into my center? So as I inhale, I'm feeling my breath move away, where my finger's pointing, up my arm and down my legs. And as I exhale, I bring it all up into that center part of me, wherever that is. It doesn't have to be a pinpoint in the navel, but allow your breath to expand and condense. So inhale, expand the scope of your breath, and then exhale, condense, release, slide back into down dog. Inhale, 4 counts. Open that pelvic floor, exhale. Let it come up into you, draw the abdomen up. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Draw the abdomen up. Again, inhale, 4 counts. Exhale, 4 counts. Draw the abdomen up. Come back to plank. Lift the left arm up. Whoop. And now stack your feet or cross them or whatever feels good to you. Inhale, feel that breath moving up my arm, up my side body, and down my legs. And then exhale, bring it all in, somewhere into my central core, that light in my spine, that light in my middle body. Inhale. And then exhale, feel that light move up into my inner middle body. Just find that way of let this breath bathe you, take away some of the pain by replacing that with light. Inhale, feel that sense of connection to your breath, to yourself, to your life, to your present moment right here, right now. Find the now. And as we breathe, take the ow out of the now. And release, hand to the mat, down dog. Inhale, 4. This time, pause the breath for 2. Exhale, 4. Draw the abdomen up. Again, inhale, 4. Pausing the breath for 2, feeling that suspension, that commitment to life. Exhale, 4. Draw the abdomen up. One more breath in. Exhale. Draw the abdomen up. Inhale, right leg up into three-legged dog. Open the hips. Feel those pelvic halves open. So I'm moving my right pelvic calf up. And then letting it float back down. Let it spiral up. And then let it float back down. In the other recording this week, if it ever gets published, there's a little explanation of the pelvic halves and how they move around the tailbone and sacrum. So I hope that you tune into that to get a little bit more insight or clarity or new information about, as I open my right pelvic half, how the sacrum and tailbone function as they float between my two pelvic halves. And then cross that through, lift up your left arm. Feel that breath. Cross that foot into your half lotus. Hands to the mat. Down dog with half lotus. If you want, you can come to forearms here for dolphin with half lotus. You're either in down dog or dolphin with half lotus, and then take your right leg up. And then bring that leg down to either down dog or dolphin. I'm in dolphin right now. And let's move into child's pose. Just feel that sense of space. And now really allow this moment in child's pose to breathe into that pelvic floor. Moving my sit bones apart on inhale, moving them together on exhale. Then moving my pubic bone and my tailbone apart on inhale, and then bring them together on exhale. And then moving all four parts away from each other on inhale, and then bringing them all together on exhale. Clasp the hands behind your back. Inhale, open the collarbones. Exhale, cascade the arms over the head. Take some breaths here. Still playing with breathing into the pelvic floor. And then release the arms down. Slide them forward. Inhale up to fours. Curl the toes under, slide back into down dog. This time, left leg up into three-legged dog. Open by rotating that pelvic half. My left pelvic half is rotating. Feeling how it connects into my sacrum. And then how it relates into my right pelvic half, into my right leg. And then roll it back. So I'm just exploring the little joints in there, the little connections, places where we join. And as I'm doing this, I'm bathing my pelvic floor, bathing my whole pelvic bowl with life force, with breath, with reassurance that my life goes on. And then thread that leg through, stretching in a different way, lifting the right arm up into side plank. And that sense of space and breath through the ribs. And bend your left leg, bring it into your half lotus. Finding wherever space you can. What's available to you, start there. Let that spread. Hand to the mat. I'm in down dog with my half lotus position. Breathing into that pelvic floor. As I breathe down into my pelvic floor, can I feel that energy move down my legs? And as I breathe, as I exhale, feel that energy move up into me. So I'm going down and up, down and up. And then forearms if you want to do dolphin here. Eventually release the leg up and come to child's pose. Clasp the hands behind the back. Inhale. Fill your spine and torso with that light, moving down the body to bring you up. And then exhale, cascade forward. Bring your arms down by your sides. Slide your hands back up, force. Curl toes under, down dog, right leg up into three-legged. Inhale, bring that leg through two, warrior one. Exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, feel that sense of space in my pelvic floor. And then exhale, warrior two. Inhale, side angle pose. As I open my pelvic floor, energy goes down my legs. And then exhale, feel everything rise up to warrior two. So I'm doing reverse warrior on inhale, alternating with warrior two on exhale, then side angle on inhale, and warrior two on exhale. As I'm inhaling, opening the pelvic floor, moving the energy down my legs. On exhale, bringing that energy back, receiving my own energy back to my own source, back to my own center. One more reverse warrior. Stay there for another full breath. Inhale 4, exhale 4, of course. And then bring yourself to warrior 2. One full breath here. Can I find the connection between the triangles in my feet and my pelvic floor like we've discussed? If not, that's fine. Maybe you're finding it without discussing it because it's there. And then side angle pose. And back to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, walk your feet together. Just take a moment and feel, just feel that sense of space. Remember, we started standing. How is it different now? Is it different now? Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale over Uttanasana. Inhale, up to half. Uttanasana with a flat back. Now go ahead and jump or float yourself back to plank. You can go down half push-up or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or low cobra. Exhale, down dog. And this time, the left leg comes through to warrior 1. Exhales opens to warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Feel that energy rise up. Feel that energy move down on inhale for a side angle. Rise back in to my source, to my center on warrior 2. So as I continue to breathe that energy down on inhale, can I find that connection, that stability with earth, with that which is holding me? Not my patterns, not my habits, but something more informed, something that holds a bigger picture. Can I root into that? Can I let my owies, drain down into that Mother Earth? Stay here in reverse warrior. Feel that breath, that full breath cycle here. As I say yes, take care of my owies, Mommy Earth. And then we receive back on inhale on exhale that kiss, that saying yes, it's all gonna be fine. Warrior 2, let's stay here. Inhale, down. Yes, releasing on inhale, releasing the owie. And then exhale, bring it back up. That kiss from the earth. And then side angle. Releasing the ow down. Exhale, bringing it a kiss of the divine mother, the divine source that says everything's going just as it should. Back to warrior two. Straighten that leg, walk the feet together, and turn around and face you. Take your time. Just take a moment to stand. Feel yourself standing on your own feet, connecting with that which truly supports you unconditionally every moment of every day. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale over Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana if you like. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga. You can take it all the way, Chaturanga, or half push-up. Inhale, up dog, low cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right leg up into three-legged. Then open it up. Feel that opening of the pelvic halves. If you want to flip the dog here, go right ahead. Feel that sense of space through your chest as you open. Take 3 arm circles here. Because I've got that support from the earth, this becomes easier. And I take my arm the other direction. And this last time my arm circle is going to come up and over, swooping me back to three-legged. Bring that leg through once again to warrior one. Inhale up, clasp hands behind, open collarbones. Inhale up for 4. Pause for 2. Exhale over for 4. Inhale up for 4. Pause, soften for 2. Soften on the pause. Exhale over for 4. Inhale up for 4. Soften, pause. Exhale over for 4. Again, inhale up for 4. Soften and pause. Exhale over for 4. Release the arms to the small of your back. Let your elbows relax. And let your arms drip down. Go ahead and walk your right arm out. And now I'm using that rotating of that pelvis action as I open myself into half moon. That length of that breath moving down my sit bone into my foot, into my heel, like we set it up earlier. If you like, just stay with that lengthening and then bend your left knee. Hold your foot towards your heel towards your buttock. So I'm not going into an arch here. I'm just holding my heel right into my buttock to create more of a straight line. And then release. Take it over into standing splits for a moment if you like. If you want to bend that left leg again, grab it with your right foot this time. Go right ahead. Finding the connections, the triangles of the feet into the triangles of the pelvic halves, pelvic floor, all the juicy ideas. Pick the ones that are working for you now and just play. Straighten that leg back to standing split. Take it down to the lunge. Breathe. You can take your right hand on your right thigh to give you some push there, to really give yourself some traction. As you breathe, arm up and over. Feel that sense of space, rooting down on inhale. Exhale, feel the vibrancy now, maybe even bubbling up through the heart. And release. If you want to grab that back foot, go right ahead. Some of you may just say, no, I understand. There's days, and maybe the other side, I'm not going to do it. I don't know. We'll see when I get there. Release. Rotate that front leg out. Pigeon pose now. Allow pigeon pose to be a great place to play because your body will be steady, ideally. Breathe into that pelvic floor if you like. Play with the energy moving up and down the legs, draining any owies from our root, from our second chakra, any editors, any people, any beings or things that say, stop being creative, stop being yourself. Things that say, some slaps on the hand that we've gotten, or just raps on the knuckles, or people have said, stop talking. Just let your breath bathe that whole root area, that pelvic area into the legs, to take the to take the sting out of you being your creative self, out of you being your expressive, fun-loving, non-judgmental self. Stay there if you like. For those of you who would like a little deeper stretchiness factor, you can grab that back foot with either arm. This is the one that's available for me today, so you can do it either way if you want, though. They do different things, but this is the one I have, so this is what I'm doing. And then release. Curl that toe under, slide back into down dog. Inhale, 4, pause. Exhale, 4, draw the abdomen up. Left leg up into 3-legged. Feel free to open it up, flip the dog if you like. Open, feel that sense of rooting. You take your 3 circles one direction. And then 3 the other. Finding space, receiving love. And that 3rd circle swoops you up and back over to 3-legged. Then inhale, that leg comes through to warrior 1. Arms up. Clasp the hands behind your back. Then change the clasp of your hands. It's the other direction. Inhale for 4. Hold, pause for 2. Allow and soften on that pause. Exhale over for 4. Inhale up for 4. Pause for 2. And cascade forward for 4. Inhale, filling down with the legs. Pause, feel the lightness, the melting of the chest. And all that comes back into you on exhale. Receive. One more time, inhale up. Pause, melt. Exhale. Take the ow out of your now. Release the hands to the small of the back, let your elbows just soften. I just love what that does in my shoulders. It just kind of gives them a moment to say, oh, I can let go. Then drip your arms down to the floor. Walk your hands out. Using that, what we talked about, rolling the hip open for ardha chandrasana. I'm not going to go so deep on this side. Find that length in your side body, your right side body. Connecting the triangles of the standing foot with the triangle in the pelvic floor. That breath moving down, bend. I'm kind of babying this leg still, my left leg. Press that heel into the buttock. Feel that length. And then release. Rotate that back into standing split, which I'm going to just completely not do. Hamstrings almost healed. Now's the time to not do stuff. So you're in standing split, and I'm just going to stay here. If you're in standing split, you can grab that back foot with your other hand. Or you can be like me with your leg completely bent or on blocks. Then release back into your standing split, whatever that looks like. Lower that leg down behind you to the lunge. I'm going to place my left hand on my left thigh just to push a little bit so I can allow that rooting to continue on inhale and allow the melting to happen on exhale. All that bathing into myself. And from there, go ahead and grab that back foot. I'm doing it with my other hand, so now I can look at you. Or if I was being symmetrical, I would be doing it with this hand. So you choose. Just feels weird for me to turn away from you, but I will, for symmetry, even though it doesn't make that, I mean, they do different things. So it makes a difference in that you're doing different things, but you can choose to not be symmetrical sometimes because we're not symmetrical a lot of the times. Release. Rotate that front leg out into pigeon now. Letting this moment for you to explore all the elements that we put together. The direction of the breath, the breathing pattern, which would be inhale 4, pause, exhale, possibly draw the abdomen up, but just get into your pelvic floor, relating it to the legs, relating it into that pelvic basin around your second chakra, your ovaries if you have them, or whatever the sex organs you've got in there in the pelvic bowl. And just tune in with that earth, the earth as your mother, holding us no matter what, letting us be our 2-year-old creative self, not our 2-year-old brat. We're not going for brattiness. We have plenty of brat in our life right now. But to bring it and allow that 2-year-old creative being to have a voice without being stifled. Go and enjoy. Feel free, those of you who would like to do that back leg grab, bring your body up, grab your back foot. If you like. And then release. Come back up. Slide back into down dog. Inhale 4. Pause for 2. Exhale 4. Draw the abdomen up. As I breathe in, can I feel the triangles in my pelvic halves relating to the triangles in my feet? As I pause, can I relax, feeling the spacious light nourish me? As I exhale, can I feel that energy moving up into my being, maybe the light in my spine, maybe into my heart, maybe my belly, somewhere back to me though. As I draw the abdomen up, can I just embrace that light into myself as I receive the light that I am back into my source. And then inhale, come down to force. Exhale, child's pose. Coming up, let's find that foundation as we breathe into our lower legs. And press up. Keep your hands on the floor. Perhaps just press the hips up into a camel variation, but I'm doing it from the bottom. So I'm pressing myself up to camel, not dropping back. I'm pressing myself up. I might have a block behind me. That might be nice if I don't have a lot of back bend today. So this is just my warm up, feeling my shins, the tops of my feet, my thigh bones moving down to allow lightness to be in my heart. And then come down and really using my thighs here. Now, I did use my arms, and I'm not going to demonstrate just using my thighs because I have been doing that kind of heavy lifting with my quadriceps these days. But for some of you, the challenge might be, can I get here and then let my arms go and just hold myself up with my thighs? Some of you will love that. I used to love that. I don't love it today. And then if you've done it once or twice there to warm it up and you want to get a little bit deeper, take your hands on your heels. Same thing, pressing down to go up. And then your legs are helping you come back down. So it's the earth that helps you go up and helps you come back down. Take a moment. Let's roll over onto our backs. Cross your right ankle over through the whole pose. Breathe into your pelvic floor. Breathe into that pelvic basin. Let the energy flow and circulate now. And take your right leg out to your side, opening through your diagonal, open your inner thigh. Allow that left leg to release down, feeling your left quadricep open. Possibly the left arm goes over your head here. I'm going to keep my left bum to the floor. My left lower back moving in the direction of the floor. Feeling my ovary into my hip bone, my left ovary moving into my hip bone. If you don't have an ovary, or you had an ovary but don't now, just visualize the space that took up. And then you can work with your prostate here, and the vas deferens. And then release your right leg down, release your left arm down, and take a moment and feel. Cross your left ankle over through the whole pose. Again, let your breath breathe into your pelvic floor. Swim in your pelvic basin. Luscious, delightful. Like the 2-year-old that says, wow, look at life. Wow. Can we be more like that? And go, wow. Without, wow. It might feel like wow sometimes. But how can I see it with bigger eyes? How can I see it with less pictures and less judgments and less me jumping to conclusions and drawing conclusions from what's going on? Can I just feel and experience the energy as neutral energy? Because all energy is transformative if we let it be. So with this energy, we can transform our ow, the ow of our now. Take your left leg out to your side, opening through your inner thigh. Extend your right leg down, opening that front right quadricep. Again, I can remind you about the triangles in your pelvic floor. It should be right sit bone, pubic bone, tailbone, left sit bone, pubic bone, tailbone, and how they move apart here. In some places, they move together in others. Right arm over the head. Putting my right bum on the floor, moving my right lower back towards the floor. And then release my left leg down to the ground. Both arms over the head, clasp hands above, really flex through my heels. Inhale. Exhale all the air out. Draw the abdomen up for Tadaka Mudra. Again, inhale. Exhale. Draw the abdomen up. One more inhale. Exhale. Draw the abdomen up. Then release your arms down by your sides for Shavasana. So support yourself however you need. Feel yourself falling deeper and deeper into the center of yourself with each breath. Finding your earth element, the part of you that loves yourself unconditionally. The part of you that's always there for you. Just like the earth holds our bodies, our earth element holds our consciousness, holds our being. Also, our consciousness is our earth element, so there's all the elements. And find that place inside of you. There's a place physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually that has a pain or an owie. So allow your attention to rest around that owie. And place some healing hands on the owie. It can be my hands, angel hands, your own hands, deity's hands, spirit animal, or just energetic hands. Just place some healing hands on that owie. And allow those hands to receive the pain, receive the ouch. And when you're ready, breathe deeply all that pain into those hands as much as is ready to let go. Close those hands around that pain. And on exhale, pull that pain right off of you. And you see those hands come off you, look to the side and or around you, and you're going to see a big flame, your flame. Throw that pain right into the flame. Boom. Watch that fire burn. Place those hands back on your owie just one more time. Do that one more time, just in case there's any residue or anything that said, oh, I think I can go now. When you've let that pain percolate, pour it into those hands, inhale, fully bring it all there. Close those hands around that pain and exhale, pull it right off of you. Throw it into your trusty flame. Let it go. Transformed. Pure energy, pure light. Now place the hands back where your owie was. And just relax your hands. Relax the healing hands. Relax them a little more if you can. Just flood that place where you had some pain with that relaxation coming from your hands. If you can relax your hands, those healing hands, just a little bit more. And let whatever was being touched by those hands or what's being touched now by those hands be informed by that relaxation and just receive. And just release the hands. Feel your entire body. Receive the gift of support, of relaxation, presence and clarity in this present moment. Receiving support being offered by the earth. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in and release. Wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit. Maybe you like to stretch out like you're waking up from a nice juicy nap. Whatever you like to do here, roll your head side to side. And eventually, however tempo is right for you, roll onto one of your sides into a loose fetal position. And then eventually push yourself up into your comfortable position. Your own pranayama meditation practice, or feel free to move to the meditation of the week. Thank you so much for sharing yourself, for being yourself, for doing you. That's what you've got to offer. I personally appreciate it, and I'll bet the universe does too. Thank you so much. Namaste.